Well, Lana, first of all, those numbers are still being crunched, including right here at the headquarters of the Socialist Party. The spokespersons for the party that I just had a conversation with say it is possible. Some of them have told me even likely that the Socialist Party on its own will have a majority. That's 289 seats in Parliament or more. Now, as I said, they're crunching those numbers. They're looking at just how much extra support they're going to need in order to pass laws. Of course, we're only at the first round of these elections, and some of them believe that they'll be able to pass laws on their own. The other scenario is that they will need the help of the environmentalists, the Green Party. Now, this is good news for the Socialist Party because they already have a pact with the Greens. They have been preparing to govern together. They have agreements on most major issues except for nuclear energy. And this is really something that's very much a positive scenario for them. What they were afraid of is that they would find themselves in a position where they would need the help of the far left in order to get laws passed in Parliament. That scenario is not the most likely right now. It seems that the Socialists and the Greens together would find themselves in a position in a week's time that they would control Parliament.
So it's a time right now of number crunching and strategizing for the second round of that election. Cyril, one other interesting thing. President François Hollande had announced that any government minister who isn't re-elected in his constituency will have to step down. Who's in danger of being voted out?
Well, that again seemed like a risky bet, really, to make just before the election. Prime Minister Jean-Marc Ayrault reconnected really with what is a fairly long-standing French political tradition. He said anybody who runs for re-election and is not re-elected will not make the cut in the next government. So some of the ministers decided to keep away from this election. That's the case for the Women's Rights Minister, also for the Justice Minister. Those ministers who really were in an uncomfortable position going into this election were Aurélie Filippetti, the Culture Minister, Stéphane Le Foll, the Agriculture Minister. But then again, that turns out to be a good news for the Socialist Party. Both of them have come out on top of the first round of voting, and they're going into this second round with a much lighter heart than that with which they went into the first round. They seem to be in a good position to secure their re-election. So there again, the Socialist Party with a strong showing, having taken that risk, and probably will not have to suffer the consequences, at least for the major ministers, the major cabinet members.